Leaves are falling. Just a little running on it. That works. If you're lazy and just don't pedal. Into the sun. I've come back to this section now, kind of working, I wouldn't say backwards or forwards or in any particular order, just doing what needs doing as I'm going along. Dig this corner up now. There's a little bit more there with it. It's mostly clay, so trying to level it as much as you can. Consolidate it. So I've come across 12 inches, something like that. That's being built up. And then coming in is wider now. So coming in off this section now, after the step down, I've widened it just to try and open it up a bit more. Also, I've put a fresh lip on there, running far more consistently than the previous version. Hello tree. Oh my. Fucking hell. Christened this tree. Demolishing my own trails. Whew. Oh, now it's running a bit nicer than what it was. Over straight lining between the gap here. This is the next part now that's going to need more features. This corner, it's actually surprising. You're coming off there and you actually come in here like a missile, and the gap is about this wide, so got to be very careful you don't lose it. This is what I want to work on. There is a stump down by there, so that's why I've had to build this up here, because there it is there. So this has been built up now. It's quite a booty jump. Take you up and over so that you can set up then for the boom. This is the bit I enjoy most, is trying to refine things, testing it. Also, it's a bit like grower's perk. You get to enjoy the freshness of what you've been building, a bit like, say, if you were growing vegetables, tomatoes, that sort of thing. So you're just making something to ride yourself, and it's enjoyable. That's why it's another part I enjoy about building, is you can kind of still get plenty of riding in, because your mind is thinking about what comes next, how can you flow. So it's keeping it fresh. As you come into it, it's kind of like just a little bit of an angle there on the landing, so it's going to set you up then for the next corner. So kind of main layouts there now. So really it just needs more filling with more soil, a bit more shaping, packing in. Not too sure where I landed then, but I did the full line then. Well, the line coming in off the step down and in. And as long as you're cautious into that corner, it seems to you've got plenty of speed to carry through. Back next time and work on improving this and start putting in those 2 jumps there then. Little catch landing into a bit of a bowl and then using that stump there then as another feature. Just try this out and just to see if I can kind of roll into it and just to get an idea of where it takes you then. That works okay. I can build a little bit more of a downslope, maybe bowl it out more again. Pleased with that, and I think sometimes the longest part is not so much the digging, but it's trying to overcome challenges of how you're gonna put everything together. Also, thanks to a very helpful guy by the name of Kevin, stopped and spent a couple of hours giving me a hand, so I've been able to do a heck of a lot more than what I was expecting. Coming in after the jump up the top into the boom. So I just had a good hit now on this section. Dug it into a bit of a bowl, so as you're coming in then you're landing on a little bit of a downslope there. And then I've just built up kind of a bit of a kicky one and just got a temporary landing. I'm not sure which way I'm going to do this yet. All in all, that's looking okay now. Ideally I would like to come in from step down and run through more or less the whole line just so I can get a feel of how that section's running, but at the minute it's still too slippery. Getting jammed up with the mud. Nice steady rolling from here. Yeah, that looks okay. It's quite poppy actually, even though it's really slow. Still got to tidy up the jump there, secure that, make sure that's nice and strong. Next thing now is figuring out what to do after that jump, whether or not to be off to the right or maybe come through that gap there and through. Reinvest in some quality tools and come back and do a bit more then.